Hey guys, how are you? This video is going to be on a topic that I talk to entrepreneurs about all the time, and it's about how do you find a good business niche. So let's talk about it. There's a number of factors and we'll go through them one by one. Number one, people say that you should be passionate about your business niche. You're going to wake up in the morning, you're going to be wanting to work on it. In the evening, you're going to work on it on the weekend. Instead of watching television, you'll be like, instead of going to the bar with friends, you'll be like, I'd rather stay home and work on this thing. This is ideal. This is really ideal. If you can get to that, if the thing that you're working on can put you into that state, you're halfway there. You really are. Because if you are not in that state, you will not get there. Because you've got to like block out the distractions, and the easiest way to block out the distractions is to be naturally excited about what you're working on. And you don't have to maybe love your business niche, because sometimes people love the fact that they can just make money in something. Which really brings me to a point that, people mostly love entertainment, music, social activities, things like that. They don't love like complicated things like math or physics or boring things, right? So a lot of people, if you ask them like, oh, what do you like, what are you passionate about? They'll tell you all the same things, like, oh, I like biking, I like hiking, I like nature. So everybody will go into the same few niches, which is, kind of there's a lot of boring niches that they end up making money. In fact, there's a business saying, I don't know how true it is, but there is a saying that, boring ideas make more money, right? Because nobody wants to work on them. And, anyway. So that's the thing, is that sometimes if you can get excited about something boring that's worthwhile, that might be good too. Just make sure that you're able to stay excited about it for a while, not just like for a few days. Because it is something you're going to have to work on for like multiple years, hopefully. And so, next thing to consider, do you know something about your niche, right? Because if you're going to be starting out, or and you don't know and you don't know your niche, the first 6 months are just going to be like learning experience, and you don't want to learn on the business because it's your money, it's your time. You don't want to drive the business into all kinds of directions that mean mistakes just because you're still in your growing and learning pains. So it's preferably something in which you have an education, experience, or knowledge, or at least get someone to be on your team who has that. The next thing is that the business niche has to be at least somewhat lucrative, right? It can't be like, I don't know, like, it can't be something like purely entertainment. There has to be money in it, or purely a passion of yours, like, or you have to figure out how to make money from it, like, so there has to be a plan for you to have, to make yourself financially, to reach your financial goals with this business, right? Whatever your financial goals might be. For some people, it's like just to pay their rent and then work on something they love. That's enough for some people. For some people, they want to become millionaires. For some people, they want to become billionaires. So you have to make sure that your niche can support the financial goals that you have, right? If it's a big goal that you have, you want to become millionaire, billionaire, you've got to operate in a big competitive market. Whereas if you just want to follow your passion and you don't really care about the money, as long as you just make enough to just get by and be happy living your life, then you can get into something smaller that's less competitive, but actually that you can maybe have a greater chance to be dominant in as a business. Things like that. So the market itself that you're going to be tackling is a big topic here. So this is kind of these, for me, are the main factors. There's other things that go into choosing a niche, but for me it's like, are you going to be able to work on it like a crazy person? And is there going to be money in it for you to make the business successful? Not just successful, but sustainable. Because if you can't generate the money, how long will you really be able to work on it? Because you'll have to be doing something else to generate money, and you don't want to do that. So that's it. There may be other things, but these for me are like monumentally important, that they have to be present. You have to have a solid plan for them.